morning, beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kiddin podcast. It's episode 326. I'm guessing it's not your first time here, but if it is, I'm Bobby the Awesome, your host. And I'm going to do today's reading out of the Body, Mind, and Spirit book. And today is August 27th when I'm doing this. So it starts out with a quote from Mahatma Ghandi. I consider it unmanly for any person to claim superiority over a fellow being. When we try to build our self-confidence by believing we are better than others, we usually fall flat on our faces. Making ourselves feel bigger at the expense of another human being can only end in disaster and loneliness. Grandiosity creates distance from our fellows. It takes a lot of energy to keep proving that we are better than others. Somehow, our victories in self-righteousness feel hollow because deep down inside, we really feel like we are faulty. As we regain our health, we find we don't need to judge others in order to feel good about ourselves. When we feel separate and want to reconnect with others, our program of recovery helps us learn the words that bring us back. I need help, I'm sorry, and I understand are all powerful ways to share humanity and be a part of the real world again. Today, let me abandon my pride and refrain from judging others. Help me find my own good feelings. I literally wrote about this about an hour and a half ago, so it's blowing my mind. Essentially, when we're putting other people down or judging other people, it's because something is wrong within us or the way we think or how we perceive ourselves generally. I think the fancy counselor people may call it, projection in some cases. And, there's different language around it. But essentially, if you're exerting your energy, paying attention to someone else, like you're not focusing on you. And that's part of why I tell you that, coming out of the I'm a gambler closet, so to speak, isn't that dangerous, or it's not something that you have to be really fearful of, because the people who are doing their own work and taking care of themselves aren't going to judge you anyway, right? Because they're paying attention to themselves and their own feelings and actions. And the ones that are judging are the ones who aren't doing their own work. And those are the people whose opinions really shouldn't matter to you anyway. I know I keep going back to transparency as a general rule, but it's important that we understand that. So when we try to build our self-confidence by believing we are better than others, we usually fall flat on our faces. So isn't that true? And honestly, do you have enough energy to be worrying about impressing other people, or do you want to use the energy on building your life or going forward in life and putting it into the things that your energy into things that you love and enjoy? Grandiosity creates distance from our fellows. I've shared with you that I didn't know what grandiosity really was until GA and then in rehab, where we had a peer that definitely exuded grandiosity, and we told him about it. And because I didn't really understand it, and because I've never had anything to really be grandiose about, it was never really my thing, although there was subtle instances of it when I did things like, oh, let's go to the casino because I have free, air quotes, meals, comps, whatever, a free room. That was part of my grandiosity. As far as life and work, my day job, I definitely can come across pompous, but it's also because I know that I'm one of the best in the industry, and I'm definitely the best at my desk that my company's ever had. That's what I believe. And I have numbers to prove it, so it's not just I'm making things up. So I am a little grandiose about that. But it's not about putting other people down although I have, like before I started really evolving, it's not about their performance, just that my performance and my effort and my energy of doing everything I could to be good at that job, because I really wanted the job above it. So I'm actually overqualified for my current job. So it does make sense that I'd be good at it. But I also understand it can be a turnoff for some people. When I was just a floral manager years ago, and I don't say just, like, it's not an important job, it's important for sure. But before I started moving further up the food chain, there was some people that were like, is she cocky or confident? And someone actually defended me and said, well, she's confident because she's right. Because like cocky isn't like being braggy and not being capable, where confident is being braggy and being capable at the same time. Not that you should be braggy when you're confident. I'm not telling you I did it right back then. It takes a lot of energy to keep proving that we are better than others. Again, I think I covered that. Like, why bother? I know I need all my energy to work on me. My neighbor's dog is here with me today, and she just snatched a pen from the floor, so I had to press pause to go win the pen back and barter with her bone. So I apologize if I lost my place here. As we regain our health, we find we don't need to judge others in order to feel good about ourselves. And that's really true. I think as we start to heal, we also recognize that our struggles were real. They're not the same as everyone else's. Not everyone understands our struggles. And we've been on the side of it where someone might be like judging us because they don't know the road or the path that we've walked on. So I think as we heal and learn that that isn't how we want to be treated, that we learn to treat others that way. I think it comes with time and the healing and a conscious effort to do that. When we feel separate and want to connect with others, our program of recovery helps us learn the words that keep bringing us back. I need help. I'm sorry. And I understand. And it's true. If you have the right circle, whatever that circle may be, it could be GA, it could be community, it could be certain friends and family, and you are humble and you're connected and you do operate from a place of like love and listening and understanding, it's going to be a whole lot easier to stay connected. If you're a grandiose, pompous know-it-all, people aren't going to want to be around you. So today, let me abandon my pride and refrain from judging others. Help me find my own good feelings. And guys, there's a ton of good feelings to be had and experience. I feel like I've been given a separate menu in life of all these emotions that you can actually feel, gratitude, pride in a good way, love, just being kind, authentic, genuine, so many things, happy, like elated, ecstatic, comfortable in a good way, independent, I feel very, very good about a lot of those things. And when I'm, serenity and peace, right? Like I could feel so peaceful now, or at peace. I don't know if the right language tense is there, but because my mind isn't always racing, it's still racing a lot and I'm still working on that, but it's a different kind of calm. Like the whole thing about, I just know everything is going to be all right because I just believe that to my soul now. And that is an amazing, amazing feeling to have, to be comfortable with that and confident in that and at peace with that. So that's my scoop for today. I think today is Thursday. The days are flying and we go back to normal interviews tomorrow. So I got a big one. Someone very important to me named Ashley is going to be sharing her story about being married to a sex addict. And we're going to talk a little bit about addiction in general, how the sex addiction works and compares kind of to gambling. They're both behavioral addictions, what her role is in it. I don't want to ruin too much of it, but that'll definitely be out in the morning. And you'll still get to hear from me tomorrow. We'll still do tomorrow's reading. But definitely check out Ashley's interview. It was very informative to me, and I think you'll get a lot of value out of it as well. Okie doke. Have a good day, beautiful people.